Nigerians over the years have continued to battle power supply problem, with many of them resorting to alternative source of power supply to run their businesses. Over the years, the government has invested heavily in power supply, but citizens say there have been nothing to show for this investment. A World Bank report showed that 80 million Nigerians had no access to electricity in 2019. Another World Bank 2021 Power Sector Recovery Program fact sheet presented in April 2021 showed that Nigeria's epileptic power supply cost businesses $29 billion yearly. The report says for every 10 naira worth of electricity received by distribution companies, about 2 naira 60 kobo is lost during power distribution. Another 3 naira 40 kobo is not being paid by customers, according to the World Bank. This recurrent challenge inspired the movie titled The BlackOut, which tells the story of Nigeria's erratic power supply. Produced by Malaysia-based Nigerian actor Abbey Abimbola, popularly known as CrackyDon. It gives movie lovers a taste of Nigeria's electricity challenge, its impact on the society, like effects of pollution, among others. For stakeholders in the movie industry and movie lovers, the movie is apt as it addresses one of the major challenges facing Nigeria.
Yeah, the movie BlackOut really talks about what is happening in Nigeria, what we are facing generally, about the light, about the bad road, about the bad economy, let me put it that way.
It is a real issue. Whether people like the fact that he's bringing it up in a movie or not, it is an issue that we need to confront headlong. We need to correct it. We can't continue. A lot of people will die trying to survive in an environment where there is no electricity. It's not their own making that there is no power. You can only try to, sort of support yourself with your little or meager resources. But then we're talking about something that is general for generations that are witnessing it and generations yet unborn. It is an issue that has been discussed over time.
Africans are very stubborn, though. But I think at least if somebody can come up with this kind of thing, maybe they will change. Because really and truly, there's not been light since I've been born in this country. So maybe actually there might be a changes. I don't know, but let's keep our fingers crossed. But that's a good movie.
The action is one thing to change the face of the game for me, but the message is another thing for me to remain relevant, because it's like my legacy. I see it like my legacy. For me, shooting something like this is not just for the fun of it, a message that people can relate. Because you and I, we both know the meaning of up NEPA. They've been promising us since 1980 something, and till date, it's still the same thing. So why is it that we don't have light in Nigeria? Something must be wrong somewhere? Why is it that we have to depend on generator? Why is it that generator has been the only source of our power supply in this country? I mean, I'm tired of this. I don't know about others, but I want to invite my foreign friends. I want to invite them to my country, and I don't want them to get scared. Like, why is there no light? You can't imagine when the light just strip off immediately. Over there, it doesn't happen like that. If they're going to take your light over there, trust me, they will give you 3 months notice ahead before they will disconnect your own apartment light. It's not going to affect your neighbor. If there's any power interruption over there, maybe once in a year, once in a decade. So that is to tell you something is not right in Nigeria. So which I feel our government can do this for us.
You see, there are two types of movies. There are ones you just do it for doing sake, and there are one. This kind of society we are, we need a movie to correct the do's and don'ts in the society. And this movie is correcting it. The moral lesson is totally, he calls it BlackOut, I call it the truth. What is happening in the society now, he is trying to tell us this is the way. Nobody's ready to bail the cat. He bailed the cat of our country in the movie.
The movie producer CrackyDon believes the movie will serve as a wake-up call for Nigerian leaders.
It's not to disrespect them, but it's coming to remind them, just like you said, because we just want them to do something about it, because we are still the giants of Africa. We are tiger of Africa. We should live like one. So why is it that Rwanda became the first country in the world to use drone technology to advance the health care of its people? You know what that means? That means they don't need to stress. Just a phone call away, they're taking care of their people. I know it took them a lot of years to do that, but then we can do better in Nigeria.
The sheer intrigues of the story, and from what we have learned, would have significant impact on everybody that comes in contact with it. For starters, ordinary people seeing this movie would know, will understand, and have a clearer vision or what issues belie the power industry in Nigeria. Power should be common. Nigeria is such a great country that power should not be a challenge today. What we have today in Nigeria, power is a challenge. What are the reasons besides government inaction? What are the intrigues from the business community? What are the intrigues from the corridors of power? And what is the role of the common man on the street? These are the things that we are going to be exposed to watching this movie. It's going to have an impact across because it's uncommon. Usually in Nigeria, when you see movies, the plots are significantly the same. But here we have a very unique story, something that is didactic, something that we can learn from, something that can take our awareness about the iniquities in our society to the next level.
It is hoped that in no distant time, Nigerians and those responsible for power supply in the country will step up and end power supply challenge, which has been a clog in the development of the country.